are from 44.4B.01. My name is Nabila Azahra.
My name is Khalisah Sukmana.
My name is Octavianus Saputra.
My name is Rifki Maulana.
My name is Realdi Geraldo.
My name is Zakky Alrasyid.
My name is Nur Syamsu Kamal.
And my name is Audelia Putri.
Enjoy this video. Happy watching, guys!
Guys, I am honestly curious. Do repeat genes actually violate social norms? Or is it just a difference in perspective? Because in this photo, like, look, you can see in this photo, it looks completely normal, but some people say it inappropriate. Do you think standard or science are still relevant today?
I think standard of decency are still relevant, but they need to evolve. If they're rigid, we will progress in terms of self-expression. But if they're too loose, we might close our boundaries.
I lean more toward maintaining norms. Campus is a place for education, not a fashion show. So there should still be a sense of professionalism.
But if you think about it, students are individual with identities. Fashion is one way to express their identity. So I don't think it should be rejected outright.
I agree with Mama. Budri should still be limits, like extremely stripper jeans might be inappropriate. So it's not about all or not, it's about how far is too far.
As a woman, I feel like the standards are sometimes biased. Women, women tend to be judged more for what they wear, even though men might wear the same thing.
That's a really important point. Double standards. Sometimes the issue isn't the clothing, but how people perceive it. So maybe we need to change society's mindset.
I see this more as a generation conflict. Older generations see it as inappropriate, while younger people see it as normal.
So maybe the issue is not the clothes, but the value behind them. Should we adapt to the system or try to change it? That's a real dilemma.
I think it should go both ways. Students should respect the rules, and campus should be open to change.
But if everything changes, campus will lose its identity. Academic values might fade. That's also a rise.
Yeah, campus identity isn't just about clothing, it's about education quality and intellectual culture. So we shouldn't focus too much on appearance.
True, but appearance still reflects it. So it's just matter to some extent. We can ignore it completely.
I think what matters most is behavior, not clothing. If someone wears stupid jeans, would still be held respectful, why not? We shouldn't judge too quietly.
Exactly. Attitude matters more. Clothing is just a small part. How you carry yourself is what really counts.
In the end, it comes down to individual awareness. If everyone understands their limits, this won't be a big issue.
Alright, now let's move to a more serious topic about Aurelie cast in the novel Broken Rings. You know the novel?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Involving child grooming. Why do you think casts like this happen?
Usually, because of power imbalance, the older person has more control, and the younger one isn't aware enough to resist.
I also think it's the lack of education. Many people don't recognize this sign of grooming, so they get trapped without realizing it.
Yeah. Psychological factors play a big role too. Young people often seek validation from older individuals, and that can be exploited.
Grooming doesn't always look bad at first. Sometimes it looks like care or attention. That what makes is dangerous.
As a woman, this feels very real. Small acts of attention can make this feel special, even though it could actually be manipulation.
That's why setting boundaries is so important. Don't trust too easily, especially with large age gaps.
I think it's also about responsibility. Older individuals should understand the position, not take advantage of it.
So, having an older partner is not always wrong, right?
Yeah.
But there are risks that need to be understood. How do we tell the difference between a healthy relationship and grooming?
A healthy relationship is equal. No pressure, no manipulation. Decisions are made together.
In grooming, one person doing it, the other disfollow. That's a warning sign.
Transparency matters too. If there are a lot of secrets, that's suspicious. Healthy relationships are open.
And there no correction. Everything is based on winning consent. That's very important.
Feeling safe is also key. If you often feel scared or pressure, that's not healthy. You should leave.
Your environment matters too. If your friends are concerned, don't ignore them. Sometimes they see things more clearly.
In short, don't let feeling blind you. Use log too, so you don't get trapped.
Okay, now moving on.
Yes.
How about if a guy has a younger girlfriend? Does that automatically mean he has more control, or is that just a social stigma?
That's definitely a stigma. Control is about personality, not age. Anyone can be dominant.
But it is true that large age gaps can increase risk because of difference in experience and that can be exploited.
Yeah, that's why both sides need awareness. There shouldn't be imbalance. It has to stay equal.
I agree. Relationship or partnership, not power dynamics. If free excessive control is wrong.
Women should also have a voice. Don't be afraid to say no. That's your right.
And don't sacrifice yourself for a relationship. If it's unhealthy, it's better to leave than stay under pressure.
A healthy relationship stre- strengthens each other, not controls each other. That's the difference.
What about from a legal perspective? Are age gap relationship legal or are there limits?
If both are adults, it's legal. But if one is underage, it can become a legal issue, especially if there's exploitation.
Laws are meant to protect, especially those who are vulnerable. So it's not something to take lightly.
Legal doesn't always mean morally right. Something might be legal but still unhealthy. That's something to consider.
So we need to look at both sides. Law and morality both matter.
Young women need to be more aware. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. The impact can last a long time.
Education is the key, so everyone understands boundaries and can protect themselves.
If people are more aware, cases like this can decrease, so it's not just about law, but also social awareness.
If we look deeper, why can conflict like the one between Israel and Iran affect in Indonesia? Geographical, we are very far from them. Is it because oil is a globally connected resource?
Yes, oil is a global commodity whose price is determined by the world market. If there is a conflict in the Middle East, distribution can be disrupted. As a result, prices rise and all countries feel the impact.
Especially since the Middle East is one of the largest oil-producing regions in the world. When transaction increase, investors also tend to panic. That makes price even more unstable.
In addition, distribution routes like the Strait of Hormuz are very crucial. If that route is disrupted, oil supply can be blocked, and countries like Indonesia will immediately feel the effect.
Indonesia still import part of its fuel needs. So when global price increase, we cannot avoid the impact. We are directly affected.
That is why sometimes we see for price increase even when there is no dramatic issue. It is caused by external factors, and many people do not realize that.
Not only price, but distribution can also be disrupted. For example, shipments may become slower or limited. That leads to shortages in certain areas.
So the problem is not only internal, it is part a globally connected system, and we are affected by that domino effect.
Then why is Indonesia still dependent on fuel imports, even though we have natural resources? Is there a problem with management?
One reason is limited refinery capacity. We have crude oil, but not enough processing facilities. So we still need to import refined fuel.
Besides that, public consumption is very high. The number of vehicles keeps increasing, so fuel demand continues to grow.
The transition to alternative energy is also not optimal yet. People still rely heavily on fuel that increase dependency.
This is actually a structural issue, not just about war or global conflict, but else about domestic readiness.
From the public side, we are also not used to saving energy. We often waste it without realizing that has a big impact.
Police also play an important role. If they are inconsistent, change becomes difficult. There must be a clear direction.
So this is a combination of many factors, global, national, and individual, all interconnected.
If fuel becomes scarce, what is the first impact people feel? Is it transportation or other sector?
Transportation is usually the first to be affected because fuel is its main resource. If fuel is scarce, mobility is disrupted.
After that, price of goods increase because distribution costs rise, and that leads to inflation.
Small business are also heavily affected. Operational costs increase, but people's purchasing power decreases.
This slows down the economy because all sectors are interconnected and the impact is widespread.
The most impact are lower income community because they have limited financial reserve, so they feel the impact immediately.
Daily workers also struggle. Expenses increase while income stays the same. That is very difficult.
That is why food storms are not a small issue. They affect many aspects of life, from economy to social condition.
If this continues, what can the government do? Is subsidy no, or do we need other solution?
Subsidy is only a short-term solution. It helps reduce the burden, but it does not solve the root problem.
We need to bring more revenue so we can produce more domestically and reduce import.
Energy diversification is also important, such as electricity, biofuel, or renewable energy, so are not dependent on oil.
Public transportation must also improve, so people rely less on private vehicles. That reduce fuel consumption.
Public awareness is also important. People need to learn to save energy and understand its impact.
Police must be consistent. They should not change frequently, so programs can run effectively.
Transparency, transparency is also important, so people trust the government and are willing to support policies.
From the public perspective, what can we do? Do we have a role, or do we just wait for police?
We definitely have a role. For example, reducing private vehicle uses or carpooling.
We can also less, we can also use public transportation, even it is not effective. At least it reduces all fuel consumption.
Lifestyle changes are important. We need to be more energy efficient and environmentally aware.
Small action can create big impact if done collectively, so they should not be underestimated.
Collective awareness is the key. If everyone cares, change is possible, even if it takes time.
And avoid panic buying because it worsens the situation. We need to stay calm.
In the end, we all have a role, not just the government, but society as well.
From this discussion, I realized something. Global problems can affect our daily lives, and we cannot avoid them.
Yes, the world is interconnected. No country is completely independent. We all depend on each other.
That is why we must be prepared for both internal and external challenges. It is very important.
And we also need to be more independent, especially in energy, so we are less vulnerable.
This is an important lesson. Dependency has risen, and it must be reduced.
Hopefully, things will improve with the right police and public awareness.
If we do not change, the problem will repeat, and the impact could be worse. We must learn from now.
In the end, ev- everything is connected from small issue to global risk, and how we respond really matters.
So, guys, that's all from us. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.